exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show, this is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Kim Stricker's Hook and Look. Cattails are among the most abundant wetland plants in the Great Lakes region and provide critical habitat for aquatic wildlife and fish species. This week, Kim probes the vegetated growth to reveal how bass and other fish relate to the dense aggregation. Then, accompanied by his friend Mike Ebach, the two target the reed points and open pockets to assess the virtues of a new hollow-body lure design. With a kick.
Awesome, awesome, awesome!
There's a moderate breeze blowing this midsummer afternoon as the Hook and Look crew arrives at their scheduled destination. First on the agenda is to closely inspect the intricacies of the lake's reed beds. Let's join Kim in the water.
Let's see what it looks like inside these reeds. The fish are a little spooky, but I'm hoping that we can see some. And also maybe see the forage and such. I'm looking forward to this. Let's go down. Find me some actors.
Upon my initial descent, it didn't take long to recognize that the reed bed was chock full of life. Bluegills, rock bass, an entire buffet of forage species, including schools of shiners of various types and sizes. Yellow perch were drawn to the smorgasbord as well.
I haven't seen what I'm looking for yet. Obviously the bait's here. I'll keep looking inside these pockets. The points, the pockets, the little holes. Oh, I see. Look back in there. These bass, they can tuck way back into this stuff. And I've got to be lucky enough to see some towards the edge.
Once I spotted the first one, I began to understand that the bass were grouped up in specific spots. You'll notice that there is an increase in algae particles suspended in the water, most likely swept in by the wind. It appeared the bass seemed to prefer the points and pockets with an increase in turbidity over the adjacent clearer water. Undeniably, one of the most vibrant colored fish in fresh water is the pumpkin seed sunfish, and this reed edge supported some the size of pie plates. The color pattern it adapted reflects camouflage for its habitat and resembles that of sunlight patterns that reflect on the shallow water. One more method of protection and a false impression of dominance is the dark patch at the posterior of the gill plate. This eye spot provides the illusion that the eye of the fish is larger and positioned further back on the body, thus making the fish seem up to 4 times larger than it actually is. Another freshwater fish with a fictitious eye spot is the bowfin, commonly referred to as a dogfish, grinnell, or shoepick by my Cajun friends. I stumbled across this one lying patiently still, ready to ambush passing prey or an artificial lure along the reed edge. Bowfin are referred to as living fossils and prefer the same habitat and compete for the same food as the largemouth bass.
This is great looking through all this stuff. I'm afraid I'll get back too far that I can't get back up. There's some bass right here. They tucked back in this hole. This is definitely kind of tricky to slip through.
To be honest, it turned out to be senseless attempting to penetrate the heavy vegetation, for it was the outer perimeter to within only 6 feet back in the reed bed that held the fish, both predator and prey. And taking into consideration that there were some good ones in the mix, there was no question in my mind that we should target our angling efforts around the perimeter of the reed beds and not so much punching deep within the vegetation.
I'm seeing a lot of bluegills, a lot of shiners, a lot of bait, and then every now and then I'll see a good largemouth. And it seems to be a lot of young largemouth, so that's good for the fish here. But I'll continue looking.
Grab a towel and dry off. We're going fishing. Right after these messages. Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Lose, feel the difference. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Seagar, trust Seagar when everything is on the line. And by AquaView, reinventing underwater cameras. Welcome back to Hook and Look. Following a thorough underwater investigation the previous day, Kim and his good friend Mike Ebach head out to target the cattail beds. But first, Mike highly suggested that they make a brief stop to cast topwater baits on an open water weed flat.
Definitely around the right stuff here.
Yeah, oh no, this is it.
I always said that you got to catch one on the first cast to catch one on every cast.
Ah, okay. Loony. Loons are around, the fish are around.
Love that sound. There we go.
Missed him.
Get back and get him.
That was a good one too.
That was close to the boat too, wasn't it?
Yeah, because that's when we get over those real tall weeds, I think they're just sitting down in them and, you know, be 8 feet away from them. They don't really know the boat's there. They just see something coming over, the daily special.
Well, I want to catch one.
I want you to too.
Yeah. Make it happen, Kim. Come on.
There you go. That looked like a smallie too when it came out.
Whoa,
Yeah, it is.
whoa, whoa, whoa. He's an actor. Ooh, come on. That's a good fish, too.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, that's one of our bonuses right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a dandy.
That is a dandy. Come on, darling. Eat that KVD splash. Without a doubt, one of my favorite topwater baits, the KVD splash teamed with Mustad Ultra Point triple grip treble hooks not only provoke strikes, but stick and stay stuck, even with the wildest smallmouths. Oh, come here, buddy. All right. Ah, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, those are those triple grip Ultra Points. They really stick them. Look at that, huh?
That's a dandy.
Yeah, it's a good way to start things out.
Yeah, it is.
You know it. You know it.
Okay.
You said that there was probably going to be more largemouth across this flat, but I mean, you missed a couple.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it is mainly largemouth, but you'll get a couple bonus smallies,
Nice ones,
and
yeah.
that's one of them right there. And we'll take. I'd take a few more of those bad boys.
I ain't complaining. Thank you. Smallmouth start off the day before we head back in the reeds.
Well, that was worth a stop. But now the two anglers make the switch and begin to target their initially intended structure, the cattail reed beds. Taking into consideration Kim's underwater observations, the two anglers opt to try a new weedless, hollow-bodied bait by Strike King, the Hack Attack Pad Perch.
I'm so ready for blow up on this. It's coming too, I can tell. Ooh,
There he is.
there he is. Oh, Pad Perch. I'm digging it. I am digging it.
That was a nice blow up.
I mean, he ate it too. That was fun. That was definitely fun. There we go. That's the pad perch. Very nice, very nice. He's not a giant, but that pad perch, that thing will walk nicely.
Yeah. He couldn't take it.
No, sir.
Couldn't take it.
That was fun.
The pad perch was based on the design of Strike King's poppin' perch, but with a pointed nose to allow it to slide through thick cover much easier, thus making it an ideal choice when fishing through the reed beds. As you can see, it has a lively side-to-side walk that splashes, leaving a bubble trail in its wake. In addition, its easily collapsible sealed body promotes good hookups.
I love the action of this thing, man. You can get it,
Yeah.
once you get it sideways once and you do little walks, it'll dart back and forth. There's another one. This is a little better one. Yes, sir.
Oh man. You could have heard that up from the road when you hit that thing.
That was awesome. Awesome. Now look at that. Ow, pad perch. That's the pad perch. That's new this year from Strike King. They designed it with this pointed, like snake type head, so it slides through reeds or pad stems, things, you know, of that sort, better than a frog. This is getting to be fun.
The fun continues in the cattails after a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
I'm in Flippin, Arkansas for the annual Ranger Advantage Tour. Each year, dealers, their staff, and anglers from all over the nation make their way towards Ranger country to learn more about products and processes. Yet, there's more. They've come for the fellowship and to share their passion with those who've devoted their lives towards building this iconic brand.
For 38 years, I have been passionate about the brand. There's so many of us here that are and remain that way, and we continue to build the legends one at a time.
Ranger Boats is such a part of Flippin, Arkansas. It is such a big family. We continue to grow. 50 years, it's getting bigger, and 50 more years, it's even going to be even bigger.
My name's Connie Hill, and I've been here for going on 41 years. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of our dealers, our reps, our pro staffs. I enjoy working with you daily, and if you ever need me, I will be here.
At the Advantage Tour, you will see innovation that you will not find anywhere else in the bass boat industry.
You know, Ranger Boats has always been about three important things: the product, the people, and the passion, and we value each one of them.
We've been asked, has our product changed? Yes, it's better.
Advantage Tour Week at Ranger is pretty special. You know, this is a week that's a lot like homecoming for dealers, for our promotional anglers. We get the chance to bring them all into Flippin, Arkansas to see our facility. There's a lot of focus on new boats, being able to actually go to the water, demo new product, run boats, run the new motors, but then come in and get refreshed on our construction advantages and take plant tours. And I think all of that is well and good and really positions us well for the boat show season ahead. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's about fellowship and relationships. And this event's over 30 years strong now. The annual event brings everybody in. That's why I kind of equate it to a homecoming week. Special event for Ranger and a great opportunity to reconnect with family and friends.
Ooh, there's a good one. Right. Let me get the net. Let me get the net for you. There we go. Man, did he bust it.
Sure did, right out of the reeds.
That was great. I thought he was twice the size of that, the sound of it.
Yeah, it sounded like a bowling ball hitting the water when it came up.
It
Yeah. He knew what he wanted though, didn't he? He came flying at it, snaked right through that last reed, and when it broke the edge.
You saw it?
Yeah, I seen his head come out of the water. I thought, man, there we go.
That's
nice. Yeah, he's not that big, but we'll take him.
Hey, just keep at it.
Right?
One fish at a time. What I've got underwater is exactly what we're doing here. I could see those fish coming and going. They'd go in, and then they'd pull out, and you'd see, you know, 3 or 4 bass together. You'd have one good solid 3-pounder or so, and you'd have some 12 inchers in there as well.
Right. Was there other fish mixed around with them too?
Oh yeah, there's rock bass, there's pumpkin seeds, lots of them, and perch, and schools of bait fish, different kind of shiners. They normally bust it when you stop it, but that walking definitely attracts them. It's not like using a sexy dog. The sexy dog takes a bigger sweep. Oh, here's a good one. I thought it was better than he is. Oh, I got him.
Swing him up.
He ain't that big.
He's a swinger.
But he jumped all over that pad perch, man.
Sure did.
I am really starting to dig this bait. All right. I am liking this bait. I am digging it. Like that. I got it. He was coming in quicker and
faster than the net man. Nice one.
Come on. This is what I was saying to you. Come on, easy now. Look at him. He still didn't know he's caught. He hasn't fought yet. Wow. Just one here, one there.
Yeah, no kidding.
He wasn't in any real mad at anything.
No, he was just out there roaming.
Just, scooting along. Well, good. I'll let you go back down here in the middle of the reeds.
To stay connected with Hook and Look, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We'll be right back. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends, one at a time. Evinrude, the only outboard that lets you have it all. Simms Fishing Products, the choice of professional guides and anglers worldwide. Trickstep, because getting in and out of your trailered boat should be easy. And by Indian River, Michigan Tourist Bureau. Pure waters, pure trails, pure north.
Pulling the trigger too soon with any hollow-bodied topwater bait is a common mistake and leads to lower hookup ratio. Mike openly admitted he had a tendency to jump the gun from time to time.
You're a much more patient man than me with that.
I want to feel it. I don't want to pull away from him. Oh, that was a big one. That was a big one. Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. It's best to remain calm on a blow-up. I know that's easier said than done, but you need to train yourself to wait until you actually feel the fish on the line. Upon the strike, bow to the fish and give him a couple seconds. Often when a bass blows up, he doesn't get the entire bait in his mouth. So give him time to turn and take that second gulp before you cross his eyes. Nevertheless, as Mike just revealed, anytime you can find a floating mat mixed in with the reeds, there is sure to be some bass making good use of the overhead canopy. And you want to give them a glimpse of that pad perch. Look at, ooh, something rolled behind me. Oh! Yeah, that's a good one too. And that is a good one. Was that a great, he rolled behind it.
Yeah, I seen the carpet behind it moved.
Yeah, behind it.
Yep.
And I thought, oh, it's coming, it's coming.
Yeah.
And wham. And he just barely got it too.
Yeah.
Look at that. But yeah, nice little chunky fish.
That was cool seeing him chase it underneath there.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. This is fun stuff. There's nothing like having that visual contact of a strike.
Oh man.
That makes it well worthwhile.
Makes it part of the whole deal.
That's
like the fish is, yeah, it's awesome.
That's what's nice about this kind of fishing. Well, go right back to your slimy mess. Another high percentage spot on the spot is the smaller isolated reed clumps just outside the main reed beds. These are prime ambush points that you don't want to overlook. Right on that point of reed. That's a decent fish. Yeah, I'm having fun. Come over to Daddy. Right, I mean, he was right where he should have been. Right on between those two reeds right there. This is awesome. I'm having fun, thank you. Thanks for turning me on to this pattern here. But that is a perfect little bait for doing it.
Yep. Yeah, it's digging through the cattails just like you need. And
oh man.
Look at that. You can't get it out. You wanted it.
It isn't, there we go. Pad perch. That's one of the Hack Attack baits.
Huh?
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Fishing in the cattails.
Kim Lagasse, cooking it up in the fishing kitchen.
It's been a handful of years since Mike and I first shot a show together, and again, I want to thank him for his friendship and putting me where we needed to be this week. On our next episode, I get on a bait fish pattern for smallies. An eye-opening experience next week on Hook and Look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.